He was going at it. It was bleeding. And I was there just going in with my camera trying to get the good shot. I didn't even feel it. What is good, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name is Justin and you guys are here with Just Think. So I got a tattoo a couple weeks ago. It's my favorite tattoo yet. Absolutely amazing. Came out way better than I ever could imagine. Now in today's video we're going to be going over a couple different topics. The first topic is the reasons why I decided on getting this tattoo and why it fits with the leg sleeve I'm going with, but also more importantly why I almost didn't get this tattoo and what was really holding me back from getting it. And then we're going to go into, the price of the tattoo, how much I paid for it, along with the pain that was associated with it in the lower leg and the inner part of it. And then finally, we're going to go and compare the fresh to the healed and see how my tattoo looks after the whole healing process, and maybe if I need any little touch-ups. So if you guys are new to the channel, I do want to welcome you. In this channel we pretty much talk about all things that are tattoo related, my experience, opinions, and certain topics, but most importantly guys, my journey towards getting my tattoos and working towards that bodysuit. Go subscribe, join the community. I got some great news as well. I have booked another appointment with Brandon. We are now going to start working on the upper part of the leg. He is very excited and so am I. This is going to be a great piece with a little bit of a twist to it that you may not be expecting. But I also want to say that, change is good, even if the change is a little small. I went and got a new intro to celebrate 20,000 subscribers that you guys got me to. Thank you guys so much. I love it, but I will let it be up to you to decide whether you guys like it or not. So go ahead and comment what you guys think of it. But let's get to it. Let's go. So what did you guys think of it? Again, let me know in the comments what you thought of the new intro. The tattoo that I'm going for and the sleeve that I'm going for is an Egyptian styled sleeve. When you think about ancient Egypt, obviously the pyramids and the sarcophagus and mummies come up, but also gods come into play. The ancient Egyptian gods, like you got Ra, you got Horus, you got, Anubis. These gods are what you kind of think about as well and associate with ancient Egypt. So I thought there is no better way to kind of continue this sleeve of ancient Egyptian style and the theme by getting now a god onto it as well. And not only that, having that god on it, if you guys notice on my body, I have quite a bit of gods on me. I have my Jesus, I have my Poseidon, my Zeus, my Hercules. So I have a lot of Greek and Roman mythology kind of gods, but I wanted to now kind of integrate the Egyptian style god as well. So Anubis is one of the oldest gods in ancient Egypt. He used to be the god of, underworld and death, but soon came to be the god of mummification, the god of embalming, and the patron of lost souls and the helpless. Now he can easily be distinguishable by his long pointy black ears, his canine face, which is the face and head of a jackal, and then the body of a masculine male. And the reason why he has this look is because they used to see jackals roaming around the cemeteries, and what they believed was these creatures or these animals were watching over the dead. So I believe that Anubis, now watch over the dead, watch over the underworld, mummification and all that, fits perfectly to what I already have on my body, which is obviously sarcophagus and then the pyramids. So I felt that Anubis and adding him into this was perfect. It fit not only the theme but also kind of his role as a god. But I'm gonna also now go into reasons why I didn't think I was actually gonna get this piece and what kind of scared me and held me back from getting it. The first one is, this is a very evil looking tattoo. You look at this tattoo, it can scare little children. I remember showing it to family members and right away they were kind of thrown back by how evil this piece looked. The next one is how dark this piece is. This is a very dark looking reference photo to begin with. So the tattoo is going to be almost a dark, if not darker. But then also another big reason why, and this is probably the second biggest reason out of them all, was stepping outside my comfort zone. Now, stepping outside your comfort zone is fun and all, but when you kind of get into that with tattoos, you kind of start running a lot more risk. And then the final one, and this is the biggest reason of all, was the fear of being judged and have people perceive me differently. Now with this tattoo, it's a very evil looking piece, and not a lot of people know or understand who Anubis is. All they see is this beast-like looking thing on me, and I don't want people to judge me over having something like this on me. I'm a very nice guy, I'm a very fun guy, and to have people kind of look at me and think they may see me as a different person by not approaching me or just holding back because of something I have on me was really something that I wasn't sure about and if I want to get. People still judge you with tattoos nowadays. Doesn't matter how far we come, people will still judge you for the kind of style that you have. Like if I'm going to give an example, if you have like say a floral tattoo sleeve, obviously you're going to be a lot more approachable than say that somebody that has say horror style tattoos on them or just very dark kind of grimy looking tattoos that you you may not understand. Being judged and perceived in a different way was definitely a big thing that really held me back from getting this piece. So now the reasons why I decided to get this tattoo were because, one, I love Anubis. I've always thought of him as one of the biggest and most popular gods in the ancient Egyptian culture. And then also he kind of just goes perfectly with what I'm going for on my leg. He is god of the underworld. He watched over the dead. And him to be right beside the sarcophagus and the pyramids feels like he's watching over them. There are a lot of pictures out there of Anubis. A lot of them are more cartoony-ish. Like, I'll show you a couple pictures right now. And they just didn't fit what I kind of go for. If you guys know my style, you know that I love detail. You know I like realistic kind of pieces. So I kind of had to go through all the pictures, and then there were a couple that I found were realistic, but there was one in particular that I absolutely loved. And obviously I had to get over its evil, dark look kind of it. But I still loved it, and that was the picture and the one that I have on me right now. As you guys can see, this is the reference photo. When I sent this picture and this reference photo to my artist Brandon, this is when I knew for a fact that I was sold. Done my research on him. I know what fits his style. I know what tattoos he likes to do. And I knew this was a tattoo he would like. I had my utmost trust in Brandon to do this piece. And knowing that he was excited to do this piece as well, just, you know, kind of made me feel even better knowing that he was going to give it 110%. And then the final reason why I think I decided to get this piece is I kind of just finally decided to say F you to everybody and not care how they kind of judge me or perceive me. I'm getting stuff because I want to, not because I'm trying to impress somebody else or because somebody else may perceive me in a certain way. If you want to judge me for the tattoo I have, go for it. I walk around now with this tattoo with pride. I show it off, and whether you like it or not, I'm happy with it. What other people think and just do what you want to do because you want it. It's your body. So now let's get into the pain of the tattoo. So walking into this, I was definitely shitting bricks, and then not to mention the fact that I was running on no sleep. I always tell you guys to get a sleep before a long tattoo, and unfortunately I worked the night shift and I had to kind of work into the day of the tattoo. You know, I just wasn't mentally there and physically there as well. I was exhausted, I was drained, so I just knew all these kind of factors were gonna lead into a painful day and a painful tattoo. Now, I gotta say, I was actually surprised, and it actually went a lot better than I thought. There were still some very painful spots on this, but you know, for the most part, the spots that I thought were gonna hurt didn't hurt as much, and you'll be very surprised when I mention one area that I actually kind of just breezed right through. Now, the areas that I didn't feel much pain were the shin, and I thought I was gonna definitely feel this a lot because it's so bony. When we went over this, I thought I was gonna feel it like just in my body, like shaking because it's on the bone. And for the most part, I really didn't feel much. I would say that this was about a 3 out of 5. The next part was the calf itself, you know, the mid part of this section of the leg. This one wasn't too bad as well. I would say about a 3 out of 5 as well. Now, the spot that I actually didn't feel any pain and was the least out of it all was the knee. The knee, I only felt 2 out of 5. I was breezing through it. I remember Brandon, he's like, yo, you ready for this? And I'm like, yo, let's go, let's do it. And he was going at it. It was bleeding. And I was there just going in with my camera trying to get the good shot. I didn't even feel it. I don't want you guys to take this and think the knee's not going to hurt, because from like 90% of people or 95% of people, they're going to say the knee hurts and is one of the worst spots. But for me, I didn't feel it. So I know that's kind of funny for me to say, but yeah, definitely the knee was the easiest part. Like straight on the knee was the easiest part of this whole like leg tattoo. Now, I paid a lot of money for this tattoo, and before I say the price, I kind of want to list a couple of things for you guys, and I want you guys to kind of get a mental guess of what I paid for this tattoo. And the first one is, I want you guys to look at the quality of this tattoo. The next thing I have to say is look at the size of this piece. This is a very big piece. It is done over 2 days, and that is 22 hours of actual tattooing that he put into this tattoo. If you were to take the time, it's 26 hours of actually being at the shop and 22 hours of actual being bent over and tattooing. So that is a lot of work in itself. And then, like I said, the tattoo is big. It is almost 16 inches lengthwise by about 8 inches widthwise. And that's a very big piece to begin with, let alone his style, which is full saturation. Every part of that whole tattoo is like, you know, ink. There is ink in every spot. He doesn't leave any part untouched. So, you know, that's a lot of work to be done in that big canvas. So when I tell you guys now the price, I want you guys to remember all of that. And now the price that I paid for this tattoo was $2,500. I did tip him $100 initially, and when you kind of take everything into consideration, you know, the quality, the sheer detail, the size, the full saturation, the amount of hours put in, this is a tattoo that I believe is well worth it. Well worth it. Now I know we're all here to finally see what the healed versus the fresh looks like, and I'm gonna finally now show you guys what it looks like as it is fully healed. It's been 3 weeks after the tattoo's been completed. This tattoo, absolutely amazing. It healed perfectly. I definitely got to give its props to Saniderm for helping on this healing process. I love what he did with making the face of Anubis the focal point, and then having everything else just a bit, you know, blended out, so everything kind of gets drawn into one point, and that is the face. The asteroids, I love what we did with them, just because it just makes the whole tattoo feel so much more godly, especially when you're looking it dead on from the front. You can kind of see the sarcophagus, you can kind of see Anubis, and then you just asteroids. It almost looks like they're breaking up the ground. It just, everything looks great. I would maybe add another like 2 little small asteroids into this small space right here, you know, just to fill it up a bit more. But honestly, if that didn't happen, I would still be 100% fine with this tattoo on how it is. So guys, the overall experience of this tattoo was absolutely amazing. Time went by super quick. Even though I was tired, and even though, you know, the pain that comes along with the long tattoo, it honestly felt like it was like an 8-hour session tattoo. I was there for 26 hours, tattooed for 22. It felt like it was nothing. And I think it was because of the shop's environment. Everybody's fun there. Everybody's talkative. You're having a good time. And then also one thing I got to mention about the shop, about Stabbies, is that I feel kind of went under the radar. They have a real skull in the shop. Now, this is a real human skull that they bought online. I don't know how it's legal. You know, this is something that is so cool, adds a unique touch to the shop, and something that you don't really see every day. Go follow the shop, Stabbies. They'll be linked in the description. That is Brandon's shop. And also a little word about Brandon. You know, I gotta talk so highly about this guy, because the quality that this guy puts out is absolutely amazing. He's a very skilled artist. He's very passionate about what he does, and I definitely recommend you guys go follow him as well. His name is B Scopes. It'll be linked in the description as well. The overall thing I want to take away from this experience was that I stepped outside my comfort zone. And like I said, it's hard to do that with tattoos because there's a lot of risk involved. Sometimes that risk can be worth it. Now I know I really do like that dark, that evil kind of look, and I am no longer caring about, you know, being judged by somebody. Go ahead and comment and let me know what you guys thought of the intro, of course, and then the overall tattoo. Do you guys like how it turned out in the fully healed piece? Do you guys think the price is worth it? I definitely do. I would pay that again in a heartbeat to get this kind of quality. And then also, guys, go ahead and subscribe. Like I said, I got that new tattoo planned very soon. And then finally, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, giving me your time. Like always, Justin out. Later, guys.